Guys, today I'll be talking about this recruitment agency that can help you secure a job in Canada as a caregiver. Guys, this particular recruitment agency is very super. And guys, I just want you guys to apply. What you need to know is that this particular recruitment agency helps people, especially overseas workers, to secure a job in Canada as a caregiver. What you need to do is just to contact them, fill in your name, fill in your email address, and click on send. You do not need to apply first, but what you have to do is just to contact them and they will reply you. You get to talk with them and they will see if you qualify, if you have all the necessary documentation you need to work as a caregiver. Their process is very smooth because if you do not qualify, you do not need to waste your time. But if you qualify, they will tell you to move along with them and they will show you what you have to do. Guys, before we proceed, I just want to tell you that you need to make a good CV. What you need is a good CV. When you have a good CV, your diploma are intact, everything is intact, every documentation you need is intact, then you are good to go. But if you know your diploma is not okay, please don't waste your time because this particular agency deals with highly qualified caregivers who want to move to Canada and work. Guys, without wasting so much time, let's just dive into my screen so that you see what I'm talking about. So guys, we are now on my screen and the first thing you can see is foreign worker recruitment and caregiver services in Edmonton. Guys, this particular agency can give you a job to work in Canada as a caregiver. You do not need to stress. What you need to do is just to contact them, and I will be showing you today all what you have to know about this particular company. So guys, just keep watching. The first thing you have to do is just to scroll to the top of the page and you will see something like Canfield Pacific Agency Limited. The first thing you have to do is to go to home. Go to home and scroll down. This is very important so that you read everything about them and you will see something like find a qualified caregiver. Guys, make sure you try to read everything because if you don't read everything, you will not be able to understand what they are into. They are very reliable. And they say, learn more about our caregiver and foreign worker recruitment services. Guys, before you click on that, I also want you to go to scroll through until you get to the bottom of the page. It is very important. When you get to the bottom of the page, you see something like contact us. You will see their phone number, you see their email address, you see everything about them. Now, you need to go back to the top of the page because I want you guys to do it in order so that you won't miss anything about this particular company. The next thing is to read about them, about us. Guys, you need to know about them to know what they do. And they say, your caregiver and workforce solutions partner. And guys, when you read a little bit about them, you realize that they say something like our company also works in partnership with Visa Smart Canadian Immigration Consultant to provide additional services such as permanent residence for caregivers, student visa, visitors visa, work permits, and more. Guys, this company is just the best in Canada. If you want to move as a student, if you want to move as a caregiver, if you want to move in any other field, guys, they are one of the best in Canada. So when you are done reading about them, go back to the bottom of the page. And what you have to do is to click on their services. Now, when you click on their services, it brings you to another page. And the next thing to do is to scroll down. This is where you have to make sure you read and understand foreign worker recruitment and caregiver services in Edmonton. This particular company is in Canada, and they say since 2000, when our business began, Canfield Pacific Agency has become Alberta's employment recruiting agency of choice for foreign workers and also caregiver services out of Edmonton. Because we offer quality family care and opportunities for overseas workers, we have earned the trust of countless businesses and families. Guys, you can see for yourself that they offer jobs for overseas workers. Not only for caregivers, but for all overseas workers. They say our team helps to ensure that applicants meet the qualifications for the job and they have all the documentation and paperwork necessary. Before you apply with them, make sure you have all your documentation, you have your diploma, you have your work experience, you have everything they need before you can apply with them. You cannot just move in and apply with them without being qualified. Please make sure you are qualified. And they say this is both for foreign workers residing in Canada looking to change position and for workers still abroad waiting to come to fill a position in Canada. This simply means they work with people who are already in Canada, and they also work with people who live outside Canada who intend to move to Canada to look for a job. And they say seniors and special needs caregiver services. Guys, make sure you read everything. They are into live-in and live-out caregivers, companionship and conversation, personal care assistant, medication management, housekeeping, cooking, mobility assistant. So if you are applying to work with them, know that they can get you a job as a live-in or a live-out caregiver, as a companionship or somebody who helps with conversation, personal care assistant. You can help also with medication, housekeeping, cooking, mobility assistant. But I know for medication, you must be given an extra training, because when it concerns medication, you have to be very, very careful. And they also talk of something like child care recruitment. They are also into child care recruitment. And if you go down a little bit, you see something like foreign workers recruitment. Guys, this is where you have to focus on. Make sure you read and understand. They say the Canadian job market is always expanding, yet there are simply not enough workers to fill every position. For businesses in Alberta, our recruitment agency can help you fulfill contract requirements, which means they can help you look for a job and make it possible for you to sign a contract. And they say, why maximizing your full profit potential? We recruit individuals from across the globe, including the Middle East, Taiwan, Hong Kong, the Philippines, in order to fill the gaps in our workforce. Each employee has been pre-screen and background check in order to ensure reliable services in industries including hospitality, restaurant, construction, manufacturing, retail services, and more. So guys, you will not only be working under childcare, or you'll not only be working as a caregiver, but you can also work under hospitality, restaurant, construction, manufacturing, retail services, and other services. And you have to understand that they say we recruit individuals from across the globe. Across the globe means all over the world, including Middle East, Taiwan, Hong Kong, and so on and so forth. So you have to know that they are into business. And they say, for all your caregiver employment and needs, call Canfi Pacific Agency today. Guys, that is not all. Make sure you go to one after the other. When you are done with that, make sure you scroll back to the bottom of the page and try to go to the frequently asked questions. When you go to the frequently asked questions, this is where you understand better, because you will see some questions that resembles your questions and you will get an answer to them. For example, they say, please take a look at our frequently asked questions to find answers to your questions that you may have about recruiting services. If you don't see your questions answered here, please do not hesitate to contact our team and ask us. Guys, if you click on that contact our team, it will take you to another page where you can ask all your questions you need to ask. Guys, that is not all. If you still want to scroll down to know about, they say, what are the requirements to hire a caregiver? They say employers must meet the financial ability based on the regional low income cutoff for childcare and elderly care as salary varies. And they say, what are the procedure? The procedure to hire a caregiver. And they say, how long does the process take to hire a caregiver? And they say, what are the requirements for caregiver applicants? This is very, very important, guys. When you go to their frequently asked questions, you read about all this. What are the requirements to hire a caregiver? How long does the process take to hire a caregiver? The requirements, the procedure, and everything, guys. And when you are done with that, don't forget to go back to the top of the page, because I just want us to take it gradually. When you are done, you go back to the top of the page and you click on contact us. This is the final place you have to contact them. And they say if you want to contact them, what you have to do is to fill in your name, your email address, your phone number, put in your message, and then you click on send. It is not very, very difficult to contact them because they have made it very possible and very simple. Putting your name, email address, your phone number is not that necessary, but your email address is very necessary, and your message. That is why you've seen something like they have placed a star on it. So guys, make sure you put in your email address and always check your spam, because they will never call you, but they will send you an email. And when you look at your right hand, you see something like their phone number, their email address, their opening hours. Guys, this company is one of the best in Canada. What you have to do is just to apply. And when you scroll down, you see something like send. When you are done filling in your name, your email address, your message, you can click on send, and your application is gone, and you wait for the reply, guys. This is all I have for you today. Thank you for watching, and see you on my next video. Bye bye.